South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Got it behind the line. It's Daniel. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Makes the catch, it's Daniel. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
They thought it was worth the risk to try that 58-yard field goal, but now they put their defense in a tough spot. 1st and 10 from the 41. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Trying to rumble in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting their receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Back to pass, it's Russell. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The quick out there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense. Understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Pointer. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. Softened him up with a run. Now the throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's in open space downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback gets enough. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Russell. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniel. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch and stride inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab for a big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that, they've taken the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They have the nice lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Fighting off the defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frog.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 20 to USC. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It's complete on the right side. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. The Gamecocks are on the move. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the fly motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got him this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The throw to the outside is complete. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Dillon. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniel. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. Gets away from one, finds room. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for two here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
TCU, 27.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time,